and welcome back to another episode of Alex Does DIY. And today we're in the kitchen with another no fuss meal for you to try at home. And today, as you can see here, we're doing the bloody lovely lamb shanks. July here in Australia, so it's a little bit chilly, so we want a warm, wintry meal, good comfort food. And as with all of my recipes, this is pretty much a no fuss, quick and easy, get the job done type of meal. So I'll run through the ingredients that I've got here. Obviously I've got lamb shanks, there's 5 there, enough for the family. I've got a couple of carrots, a couple of onions, a bowl of mushrooms, a couple of sticks of celery. I think that's I've got a turnip, so I think that's a parsnip and turnip, one or the other, I can never remember. Salt and pepper. I've got some flour, just ordinary flour there. I've got some curry powder, jar of chopped garlic, some tomato sauce, it's got some onion and garlic in there, got a bit of olive oil, bottle of red. This is a 2013 Shiraz, good southeast Australian product, bloody lovely. And that's about it. Today we're doing this dish in the slow cooker, so nice and easy, no fuss. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning here, so it'll be ready to eat by dinner time later on this afternoon. I've got a fry pan there on the stove ready to go, so let's get started. So to begin with, we're going to go with the lamb shanks, prepare those. I'm just going to chuck a couple of slices in there just randomly, just to help infuse those flavours. Just like that. Nothing fancy, don't worry too much about how deep or how far apart or how many. We'll get rid of that and we'll prepare our flour, because we're going to coat these in flour before we chuck them in the pan to seal those. Now we're just going to flavour up this plain flour, so again, as always, we go a bit of seasoning, some cracked black pepper there, some sea salt, and I'm going to throw in, just for flavour, just a little bit of this curry powder. Now you can obviously do this to taste. My family's not over keen on too much hot food, so I put a teaspoon in there. It is fairly hot. I'll give that a stir just to mix that around. And then we want to throw our lamb shanks in there, just give it a good stir, make sure they get nice and coated. There we go, bloody lovely. Right, now they're done, the next thing to do is to seal those off in the pan. So we've got a pan on heat here, we'll just chuck a little bit of oil in. Any oil will do. I'm using a garlic infused extra virgin olive oil, just because that's what I happen to have in the pan. Give ourselves a pair of tongs. We'll start sealing those off there. Now the whole reason why you do this, to seal this meat, even though we're going to be cooking it in the slow cooker, we're just sealing it in the pan there on the outside. That just helps to form a crust or a seal on the outside and prevents those bloody beautiful juices and flavours and taste leaking out of the meat while it cooks in the slow cooker. Now while that's going, we'll start chucking everything into our slow cooker. I'll probably put a dash of oil in there. There goes the lid. Bit of salt and pepper in there as well. You want to taste this throughout the day as it cooks. We'll start preparing our veggies. So first up, we got the carrot here. Chop it nice and roughly. I like to peeling it. There we go. Another one here. Nothing fancy. Chunks there. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Obviously try not to chop your fingers off. Into the pot. There we go. Now we've got the onion. Again, just into rough ended, chopped up like that. There we go, get all that in there. Let's get our celery in. So as you can see, this really is a no fuss meal. Just chop the crap out of everything, chuck it in there, no fuss. Don't get too hung up on, the size of your cut, your chop, and whether they're even or nice looking or the same or whatever, all that crap. It's all about the flavours. Oh, there goes me bloody smoke alarm, hang on. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have turned them over. Oh, look at that. Good caramelisation. Chuck a bit more oil in there, eh? Maybe turn the heat down. Shit happens, eh? Rightio. Where were we? I chop that thing up. Chuck her in there. Now this thing here, I've never used one of these before, but it's got to just chop it up like anything else. Kind of carroty in flavour, whatever it is. Chuck that in. Make sure we don't burn the crap out of these again. There we go. Right, now the mushrooms. I generally, when I'm doing mushrooms in a dish like this, chop them into halves or quarters, mainly because the kids don't really like them, and when they're big like this, it's easy for them to pick them out. Of course, if I want to eat it, I'll chop it up into tiny little bits, and then they never ever know it's there, and they'll gradually get used to the flavour and end up loving mushrooms. There we go. So as these start to seal, we'll chuck them in our cooker here, the slow cooker. Just hope we're all going to fit. There we go. A bit more oil in there, just getting a bit smoky. And heat down a bit. There we go, get rid of that. Make no bloody mess. Missus will be happy. There we go. Now while we wait for those others to seal off, let's leave that down nice and low. Throw some of the other flavours in here. So, I've got a jar of chopped garlic here. You can use fresh stuff if you want to be fancy. A couple of teaspoons of that. We've got a jar of tomato sauce. Chuck that in there like that. And we got our bottle of 2013 Shiraz Southeast Australian Special Reserve Spicy Berry and Licorice Peppery Shiraz Aromas Sweet Fruit Soft Tannins. You'll often hear people on cooking shows say that if you wouldn't drink it, don't cook with it. I say that's a load of crap. I defy anyone to do a side-by-side challenge with a dish like this. It's got a $5 bottle of wine and a $20 bottle of wine to tell the difference. This bottle here cost me $6. It's good Australian product. Smells alright. Tastes alright, even for 9 o'clock in the morning. So we'll chuck that in. And I'm going to throw in there about, I don't know, what's that? That's about half of one of my glasses, but I'd say that's probably about a cup. So that's done. Probably a bit more of that cracked black pepper. We've got to turn these shanks so we don't set the alarm off again. Bit more salt. Try and give it a stir if you can. Might not be easy at this stage. It'll obviously all start to break down throughout the day as it cooks. There we go. So we'll just wait for these other two to be done. We're almost ready. Don't get too fussy about it. I think that's what puts a lot of people off for cooking in the kitchen. They see people on TV and these professionals and these chefs chopping really fast, doing all these really nice meals. You see all these pretty pictures that, you know, people put up on Facebook or other social media and all that. Don't get hung up on all that crap, alright? It all comes down to the flavour. Decide on the flavours you like, mix those flavours together, and then you're going to end up most likely, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, with something you're going to enjoy eating. Alright, so don't sweat about it. It's just food, for God's sake. Anyway. So they're just about done. Oh, good enough for me anyway. So we'll chuck those in. Oh, you know what else we could probably go? Let's turn that off. Oh, I've got some rosemary growing in my front yard. Hang on a sec, I'll go grab some. Whew, getting a bit smoky in here. No wonder the alarm went off. Alright, couple of sprigs of fresh rosemary. I'll just strip the leaves off of that. Chuck it in. Rosemary and lamb always goes good, eh? There we go. So that's a fairly quick meal. We're just about done. We'll chuck the lid on. Switch on the power. This time of the morning you probably want to keep it on low. That'll cook throughout the day. Should be bloody lovely. We'll just stir it every now and again through the magic of YouTube. Let's see what it looks like when it's finished.
The only thing I can think of is a snorkel. I don't know if they use one. Not exactly a confident answer, but it's an answer. Let's see if a snorkel is up there.
There we go, make sure you get some of those juices on there. There we go, lamb shanks, bloody beautiful. Catch you later.